Why, hello everyone, and welcome back. I am going to give you the updates for week 5. So this is week 5 going into week 6, so we just finished week 5. Now, really good matchups this week between pretty much so everybody. So there was a couple really good matches. So Tristan barely eked out against Joey Ulsh, 929 to 885. Corey beat Tavin pretty handily. Joey DeRubis nearly doubled Jacob. Patrick got his very first win against Derek at 12:04, and Elaine and Haley snuck a win out over Brendan at 6:65, and Lytle got his first win by sneaking one over Dylan. So when we take a look at the standings, Joey DeRubis is the only person who remains 5-0. Derek and Brendan remain at 4-1. Both taking losses this week. Jake and Tristan hang tight at 3-2, and then Joey, Patrick, Corey, and Elaine and Haley are all 2-3, and Dylan, Lytle, and Tavin are at the bottom of the pack at 1-4. You can see, the differential on Dylan right now is he's 1-4, but he's only lost by 95 total points after 5 weeks. So all of his matches have been really close. He just sucks and can't kind of close the deal. So next week it is the 2025 Santa Cruz Masters Cup, and that's at De La Vega Park, which is in California. I believe that's one of the older courses. I think it might be actually the oldest course in the United States. So play starts Friday, ends on Sunday. Just to kind of give updates on everything, we are pretty much so ready to build tee boxes on 8 and 9. So 8 we're going to push back maybe just 10 feet so we can kind of dig that hole, and then 9 where that temporary is, we're going to move that back probably an additional 50 or 60 to make that a little bit more difficult. So you have to hit that narrow gap right off the top. So that's where we're sitting right now. If you have not paid Joey Ulsh, make sure that you pay, because right now with the leagues, I just kind of wanted to give everyone a heads up. So we are going into week 9 with the Blair County Rounders. So far, we have collected 173.75. Now, 75 of that I've deposited is for the ace pot. So if I don't have to spend that, I'd rather not. But if it means getting tee boxes in, I will, and then I can just pay it back later. So we're doing really well with that. So far, we've had 74 participants in all of the 8 weeks, and a couple of them were really low because of rain or whatever that was. So it happens. It is what it is. So just right now we have about $100. By the time we start building, we should be able to. It's probably, I don't even know. It's probably going to be $150 to $200 for enough bags for all of that. So I'll let everyone know exactly when we're doing that. And then the other one is we just started the sanctioned leagues up at Prince Gallitzin. The first week, 427, we only had 2. That was the same weekend as the Gorge. So far I've collected $40. I've paid out 20. We've raised $8 for Prince. The Ace Pod is at $8, and PDGA fee that we're paying for sanctioning is cost us $4. So leagues this week, Thursday at Hollidaysburg, we're doing 12 longs. You're more than welcome to do more than one. So I will be there probably about 4:15. I'm going to leave my house at 4. So I would, I'm going to try to get enough rounds in. And then Sunday is a sanctioned round at Prince. Just a reminder, that is Mother's Day. So let me know what your plans are. I know we're having a Mother's Day brunch or lunch starting at 1. So if I do go on Mother's Day that morning, I'll probably try to go up around 7 or 8 and try to get that round in a little bit easier or a little bit earlier. I don't know what kind of feedback or I don't know what kind of response we're going to get being this Mother's Day. So, and then upcoming tournaments, just to kind of give everyone a heads up as to what's coming up. Down by the River, which is in Klein's Run, is May 17th. That's $50. That's a great course. That's a lot of fun. The State High Open is May 31st at Harvest. All of that goes towards the State College High School's team. It's only $35, 2 rounds. On June 14th is National Get Outdoors Day at Prince Gallitzin State Park. In fact, it's across all state parks across the state, but I had promised Jess that I would set up a small temporary course and put together games, putting contests, driving contests for kids. I believe it's 1 to 5, so I will be there all day for that. I might need your help with some of this stuff. I would absolutely love to take a stack of older putters and mid-ranges, and if a kid shows an interest, to give it to him and let him on his way. So I do want to try to, like I said, I do want to try to set up a temporary course, just really small, like par 2s, maybe 75, 80 feet. So if anyone wants to help me think about that and where we kind of have to do that, that would be fantastic. The Lime Bluff Open is June 21st. That is obviously at the Lime Bluff Recreational Center. That's north of Williamsport. That's typically a pretty fun course. And then finally, the Phaler Classic, which Jacob and I are signed up. I saw Derek signed up, and I saw half of Bulls Creek was signed up, or at least they all had the last name of Wyatt. So, yeah. So that's that. And that's all I have for this week. Congratulations to, obviously, me for kicking the shit out of Derek, and congratulations to Lytle for kicking the shit out of whoever he kicked the shit out of. All right, see you guys.